Hey y'all, instead of doing the episode 3 of what's growing on, today we're going to do the big winter sowing reveal. Most of you know or have seen me talk about how I plant my seeds in the winter in a milk jug, and I set them outside all winter long. The snow, the rain, the sleet, all of that they're exposed to because the lids are off. And I have just lined them up among my garden out here, and today we're going to take a look and I'm going to tell you some exciting things and some sad things. Stay tuned. So this is where the jugs have sat all winter long, besides a couple times that I've had to move them because of frost and snow. I've already transplanted some things. For instance, you guys remember that lettuce? It's doing great. And the one in the back here that I thought had completely wilted and died, it's doing great. So let's take a look at some of the stuff that's actually inside the jugs. So I'll go ahead and tell you the bad news. The bad news is, if I had done this 3 days ago, what I'm about to show you would be totally different. But just like in life, things happen, and what happened 2 nights ago was a pretty bad frost out here. I've told you all before, the elevation up here is higher, so when the weather forecast tells you it's going to be 41 degrees, you know, you're thinking, oh, that's not bad, my jug should be fine. In 2 days I'll be planting, everything will be alright. We woke up yesterday morning and it was 28 degrees, and I came out here later after work and things look really different than they did a few days ago. But I want to be transparent and show you all what happened, and I think we're still going to be okay. But it's definitely interesting to see who survived, what survived. Was it the jugs? Was it the tomato plant? Is it just survival of the fittest out here? It might be. So let's see what's doing okay out here. Okay, so let's just dive in here. This first one is, some of them still have their names and some of them don't, but it's a tomato, and you can tell here it has a little bit of frost damage, but not too bad at all. The stalks look beautiful. There's lots of roots growing on in there, and I can already see, if I look at the bottom here, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'll show you later, the roots look amazing down there. So this is some type of tomato. Don't know which type. We'll see, I guess. And it survived the frost. Okay, here is some parsley. It looks beautiful. I can't wait to plant that amongst the tomatoes. Whoa, here is some chamomile with some weeds, but the chamomile does look great. It did really great last year. I planted it among the corn and it just really seemed to like it. Here is some type of yellow tomato. And it's definitely yellow because look, it's yellow leaves. Got some frost damage. This one looks okay. This one I think is going to be just fine. I'm not too worried. I'll plant these out, give them good water, and they should perk back up. But those look good. Now it's funny, this guy, even though he's sticking out of the jug, didn't really get frostbitten at all. And this is just a mix of tomatoes here, and I really can't even open this one up. As you can see, it's really tall. It's going to be kind of tricky getting these guys out, but I don't know if you guys can see that or not. The stalks look great, nice and healthy. This is a moneymaker tomato I'm about to show you. They did not fare well at all. They just didn't seem to do well in this type of jug. It stayed dry and I wasn't home to water it a lot. The other ones, where they're white or opaque, seem to do much better and retain moisture better. So I don't think I will plant again in these clear containers. Here is another Cherokee purple. These two look kind of sad. I hope they perk back up. Down here they look super healthy, so I will plant them. Here is another money maker. Huge difference. I just showed you the money makers that were in here. They look pitiful. The money makers that are in here look great. Besides getting a little frostbitten, they look super. Here are my Romas. They definitely saw a lot of frost, but looks awesome down here. The width of the stalk down here, I'm really happy with it. So I think it will perk up. As I'm noticing right now, they all need a lot of water. Here's my persimmon tomato. This was the first tomato that sprouted in early March, maybe even late February. And no, I think it was March, because I planted them in February. Super early, and you can tell the stalks down here look really big. It did get a little frostbitten, but I'm hopeful. I think it still looks pretty good. Here's some more Cherokee purples. They are looking a little bit better than the ones I just last showed you. My mortgage lifters, I'm so excited about these. I had 4 germinate. This one down here is super tiny. It definitely needs more time. But the other 3 look really good and no frostbite there. Here's some tomatoes that did not fare real well. Every one of them are pretty bad frostbitten, but they still look great down here at the bottom. I will plant them. Here's a Cherokee purple. Oh man, it really got the leaves there. And guys, this is crazy because I was out here 3 days ago and everything was lush and green and beautiful. It's so hard to look at these the way they are right now. Now this one was interesting. This is one of my first ones that sprouted. This is a Kellogg's breakfast. And I think I accidentally spilled some seeds in there because every one of these seeds sprouted. And if you notice the leaves here, this isn't from frostbite. I think they need some nutrients here. I definitely need to repot them or plant them ASAP and give them maybe some, I don't know, it's not nitrogen, phosphorus or something like that. So they need to be planted, but they did great. They got a little bit of frost damage, but not too bad. So the tomatoes were pretty hard hit, but there were some other things that were even worse, and let me show you those. My peppers. Now one of these looks okay back here in the back, but these right here, I don't think they're gonna make it. Makes me very sad. This was the best year I've had with peppers. I've never been really great at growing these. These are the Chocolate Beauty peppers from In My Gardener. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and plant some more and see if I can get them to germinate fairly quickly so I can have these Chocolate Beauties. I don't know how peppers do. The stalk looks okay, but I don't know if they'll perk up like tomatoes will. Tomatoes are pretty hardy. I'm not going to pop this off, but inside here were my watermelons, and they got pretty bad too, and some pumpkins. So all in all, I still have some flowers and things I'm not going to show you guys right now because they're not ready to come off yet. I am going to plant my tomatoes really soon, probably the next few days. From here on out, it's 50s and 60s in the evenings. And I want to get them in the ground and baby them a little bit and see if I can get them back to where they need to be. But I've had great success with my jugs this year, except for, you know, 2 nights ago. Looking back on it, I don't know if I would have done anything differently. If I would run out here every time they said it was going to be 40 degrees because it may be 12 degrees cooler, I would have been out here every other night. So it's just one of those things. It happens, you live and learn, and you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, I guess, in the gardening world too. So hopefully all these plants will really perk back up and be super strength for me later. That's what I'm praying anyway. Here was my sweet meat squash transplant, and it really got hit hard. However, the stalk still looks really good. The whole plant's not completely wilted. All 3 of them look like this, so I am going to leave it. I need to water it deeply here soon, and I think it might perk back up. I'm not going to pull it yet or anything. My thankful pumpkin sprouts got a little frostbitten as well, as you can see here. but I'm just gonna water them deeply. I was planning on kind of separating them this weekend and giving them out to some neighbors, so hopefully they'll be okay. Oh, my brand new, look, this one sprouted just the day before the frost. It's still doing good. I think the seed probably protected it because that seed looks like it's really dark brown. There is another new sprout. This thing has just amazed me. So this was outside of the garden, like I said, but all three squash plants look the same in there. All the leaves are wilted, but the whole plant seems okay. So I'm gonna wait a little while longer before I mess with them. Before I head out here and get some planting done with the tomatoes, I just wanted to show you, give you a little look at the bees. They are loving this weather and they are going everywhere. Both sets of hives look great, so we're excited. Hopefully we can get a good honey harvest. Don't think you can see the bees down there, but they are buzzing. Thanks for watching the big reveal, guys. I'm slightly upset that it looks the way that it does, but you know, that's how life is. Sometimes we make mistakes, or sometimes things happen and we can't change it no matter what. No matter what I would have done, it may have turned out this way, but I know what to do now. I know how to move forward, and that's so important in gardening and in life. And no matter where you're at, no matter what's going on in your life, I hope that you move forward and that you are looking forward to what will happen next. Thanks for watching, and I hope y'all come back.